Hello, dear ones. It is I, Thoth, with an expanded council of light that are moving more to the forefront of this divine transmission. We are delighted to be interdimensionally and intergalactically and multidimensionally communicating with you in this way. Those of you who are here for this January 2018 Energy Trends conversation in this now moment, and also those that will be tuning into this recording of this transmission. Koyatanka toyania manatina manatoyatanka tiwa. We are celebrating you. We are celebrating you. Koyatina mana toyatanka tina. We are acknowledging you and all that you have been up to. As we are beginning, we would take a few moments to invite you to focus simply on your breathing. For as you focus on your breathing, and perhaps also your heart center at the same time, maybe inhaling and exhaling in equal amounts, perhaps to the count of 5, there is the recognition and the awareness of you as not only your awareness of yourself, yet also that which is the invisible you. So take a few moments to inhale, perhaps counting to 5. And as you're ready, exhaling, counting to 5. And we're bringing some, as you're doing that, some hot pink energy into the space, into the field, to really lighten up and to have in a rapid way a clean slate, a clear field, the 0 point for this conversation to be happening from. So you may have a sense that you're carrying energies that are outdated, that are no longer relevant. And this hot pink energy is supporting the completion of that so we can begin together anew. So we'll take a few moments in the silence, inviting you to continue to focus on your breath and then adding in the crystalline vibration of love. Not only the emotion of love, yet the vibration of love. Great. And then engaging your conscious choice to pick up what's yours to pick up. Nothing more, nothing less, knowing that you are also transmitting and receiving as we are transmitting and receiving simultaneously. And that there is a lot that's being asked for in this time together. And so we will have a transmission in this way and then have some time at the end for direct interaction. And inviting you to pick up what's yours in this now moment, and then also knowing that you can integrate in the future now moments as you're called. So here we go. We're here together to explore the energies of 2018. And as it was placed in the invitation, there is a recognition that there was a lot of conversation and speaking around 2012, that 2012 had a lot of focus, a lot of energy, the end of the Mayan calendar, that there was a speak about this shift in consciousness that was happening in 2012. And as we mentioned, that if you thought 2012 was a biggie, then hold on to your magic wands, because 2018 is really positioned. Now, it doesn't mean it becomes actualized, yet it is really positioned to be extraordinary, to be quantum, to have a lot of momentum. And we don't only mean in this next year or in the incarnated experience, yet also on a global level, an intergalactic level, a multiverse level, and the energy streams from what you would call future generations or future lives. So sometimes we'll use light language as it is efficient. It can bring in the energy of thousands of words in a few syllables. So as we're beginning this 2018 energy trend theme transition, we're inviting you to set the bar high. And we know that with the collective consciousness and also the old paradigm, there can be this energy of like setting New Year's resolutions where you have high expectations and then being disappointed in what actualizes, or feeling like that's falling short. And when we say set the bar high, that's not what we mean. We don't mean that you are putting expectations out that then become unrealized, that then exacerbate a sense of the gap between what you know is possible and where you are in this now moment. We mean set the bar high for the energy and frequencies of 8-dimensional living and extraordinary expansion to be the ultimate, infinite realization. So at times, as we are connecting one-on-one with individuals, we may ask this question to set the bar high. If you were to look back on this conversation, and oftentimes we will say in 3 years or in 5 years, and it was the conversation that made all of the difference, what is it that you would have accessed? Yet as we're speaking about this, raising the bar high, what if this conversation was the one that you looked back on in 700 years? And it was the one that positioned the highest expression possible, not only for you on a soul level, yet also for the Earth's evolution, also for the multiverse evolution. Where would we go? What would we address? So while you are each in your own way setting the bar high and playing with that, we're bringing in the energy as well of some of the themes. And as there are some of these themes, you may have a sense of an intensity. that we're showing up with an intensity. And we're inviting you to also be bringing forth your intensity, your potency. And that for some aspects of you and for some of you, there'll be this relief like, finally, I can be as intense as I really am. And for others, there'll be like this push-pull. What does that mean? And we don't mean intense challenges. We mean your brilliance. We mean your potency. We mean you as a creator being. And the vibration of that potency being something that you ease into in 2018 with a fervor, with a passion, with a ferocious quenching of the thirst. And so we know we've brought forth the hot pink energy to complete some energies. We've spoken about setting the bar high, and now we're inviting this intensity. Now, for those of you that are like, finally, it is a shift from pretending, to being that full, vital, juicy, conscious, awake, aware being. And with that intensity, we would speak just for a few moments of unity consciousness, because some of you are very familiar with us and unity consciousness, and some of you are tuning in for the first time consciously. Yet there is a recognition of, this is where you want to be. This is where you're choosing to spend some units of consciousness of your 2018 new year to recalibrate. So have a recognition of this awake and aware consciousness also being related to unity consciousness. So as we speak about intensity, there is the recognition that you're able to utilize this intensity energy to include back in the wholeness, back in the oneness, back in the source from which it came, separation consciousness, slower vibrational energies, using that as rocket fuel for your evolution in consciousness. Not trying to pretend that you're in a high vibration if you're not trying to pretend that you're diluted when you're potent, that there's this allowance, acceptance, and also you're guiding, you're directing, you're choosing. So we're now bringing in a flood, an inundation of unity consciousness energy. And again, you're choosing what's yours to pick up, nothing more, nothing less. And we've calibrated this space very much to the frequency of love. And so as this flood of love and unity consciousness is coming in, we're inviting that wider bandwidth of you to incorporate, to include, to allow any spaces that are in hiding to come more into the forefront, to come into this unity consciousness, to create momentum. Yet you're guiding, Good. So while that's happening, we know we spoke about 8 dimensions, this 8-dimensional attunement. Amatoya panga tayatina manatina manatoya koetiwa koetiwa koeti. The first dimension, and this is Ta, that is moving more to the forefront of this divine transmission, very much connected to the Hathors. Hoyatanga tina manatina manatoya kayatina manatiwa, and the path of the Venus light, beings of light. Hayataya toyatina manatoya tiwa koenia mana. And as you are poetaya toya mana tina toyatina mana tiwa koeni tayankaya tina mana tiwa koenia, as you are tuning into this 8-dimensional attunement, while all this other stuff is happening at the same time, because we're also coming forward with an intensity. We're not toning this down or trying to create a conversation based on language that is palpable or clearly understood, because we know you're asking for the more. You're asking for the difference. You're asking for what you haven't accessed in yourself thus far. So why would we regurgitate a toned down version of what it is that you already know? Koetina manatiwa koetiwa koeti. So this is the Ta coming forward to speak about the first dimension. And the first dimension, and as you may be aware of, in 2018, there's a 2, there's a 1, there's an 8. That the 1, the first dimension. Tayatoya patina manatiwa koeti. As you tune into the first dimension, there is this energy of what we've been speaking about, the clear field of the mind, the 0 point. Koetiwa koetina manatiwa koetiwa koeshi. The etch-a-sketch. Takatoyatina manatayatina toyanina nania poetanga toyamana tayatina manania. The divine ray, haitia koetia, the aka, hoetina manatanga tina manatina manatiwa koeshi, the impulse of creation, tayatina manatoya kaintina munia. So take a moment in your own way to tune into the first dimension, the space of infinite possibilities, that space of absolute clarity, hoetina manatiwa koepanka tanka toya menatiwa nania toyataya. And to, if you choose, call upon your higher self and the beings of light that you're connected to, as well as our support, to support you in this 8-dimensional attunement. Hayatina manatiwa koenia manatiwa koetiwa koeti. Because what if you were to walk into 2018 as an 8th-dimensional being? Hayatina manatiwa koetiwa koeshi. Another way of saying that is, what if you were to walk into 2018 with more of your divine capacities, your gifts, your talents turned on? Hayatina manatiwa koenia, hayatina manatina ma kayatoi patitia manatoi patiwa. So the Ta, the first dimension, impulse of creation. Now tuning into the 2 of 2018 in the 2nd dimension. And this is Sanat Kamara that's moving more into the forefront. To open a grid, a doorway, through the central sun, to connect to intergalactic and cosmic light and wisdom and frequencies, that you, as a being awakening and arising into your totality, are asking for. So the 2nd dimension is most often associated with the units of consciousness of creation, like earth and air and water and fire. That those units of consciousness, or if you look in the DNA, A, T, C, G, those units of consciousness are repeated over and over and over to create what you experience as energy and form or matter. So the second dimension is most often associated with the units of creation consciousness. So the first dimension is really that field of infinite possibilities, the impulse of creation, that absolute still point. The second dimension is the units of consciousness of creation. Now, the old earth was very much about creating from earth and air and water and fire. Now, of course, earth and air and water and fire still will exist. ATCG in your DNA will still exist. Yet, what of multidimensional earth, multidimensional air, multidimensional water, multidimensional fire? And what of you as a starlight being and the stardust and the original divine creator codes that are actually your fabric of creation? What if those became available on the Earth star and you could create from them? You could create from them. And so tuning into this opening beyond the central sun and a package arriving for you that has to do with your creator codes, your units of consciousness that you can create with and from. Now, we don't care whether you're in this expansion for yourself. We hope you are. You're in this to support others. Lovely. You're in this for the earth. You're in this for the divine expansion project, what we speak of as contributing to directly the realization of source consciousness or the divine expanding. We don't care. And Danielle's finding that funny that we're saying it that way, that we don't care. Because it's not something that we've said before. Yeah, we don't care what seems to be your motivation. And like we said, we hope that you're in it for you, as well as the multidimensional levels. Yet what we're asking for, and we're moving into the potency of the third dimension, while there's still this frequencies and vibrations from across the multiverse that you've been calling through the second dimension in this portal with Sanat Kumara, that what we're inviting for the third dimension, and we're not speaking about the dimensions in all of their totality, yet we're giving this eighth dimensional attunement so that if you choose, you can be vibrating in these 8 dimensions. Then you have a wider bandwidth, you're more resourced as you're in 2018, and it's more your natural state. It's not your natural state to be a third dimensional being. And so we're only bringing in sparks or glimpses of each of the dimensions and different guides that are coming in. So Ta, or the Hathor energy, the Venus energy, very blissful, high vibrational energy, came for the first dimension. Sanat Kumara and many intergalactic cosmic beings came for the second dimension. And for the third dimension, this is Shekinah, Pi, Gaia, the divine mother goddesses, Mana, that are the prima mater, that are moving more to the forefront of this divine transmission. And as we're speaking about we don't care, what we're recommending for the third dimension in this attunement is that you muster up your desire. Your desire. And we know that as we speak about your desire, it opens up a can of worms. Because there are many teachings that say desire is really what creates suffering. Desire originates from your ego. We're talking about the spark of the divine, your desire. And we don't care where that desire energy is sparking from. Hayatina manatiwa koinia kayatiwa koeti. Because you can guide it. Hayatiwa koetiwa. Hayatiwa koenima nanania moetiwa. Perhaps it is more life enhancing if your desire comes from a sense of overflowing. Yet, if your desire comes from lack and scarcity, it still has the raw potency. The raw potency. Kwetina manatiwa kwenia manatiwa kweshi. The 21st century, from 2000 on, is about creating the momentum to really create universes. And so, what creates universes? What creates? And there can be a volcanic fire. There can be the orgasmic conception. So this third dimensional energy is very much creating. Kayatina manatiwa koetima, tuning into the fourth dimension. Hoyatima koenimana. And the fourth dimension is being broadcasted from the path of the Venus light, beings of light, whose purpose is to support you in bringing it, bring you, share your gifts and talents. If you're a bicycle, be partnering with that bicycle in a way that you can be an Olympic athlete, or you can be the child that is gleefully riding the bike. It's not about bigger, better, faster, or more. Yet there really is that sensation of no longer holding back what it is that's yours. So the path of the Venus light beings in the fourth dimension are providing an attunement around your divine light mission, your gifts, your talents through sound. Hoya baya toya panga ma toya ba da poi ba toya ba ti tanka tango poi ba toya ma. Haya siwa noyang kanga tina. Oop, 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 oop. So as the path of the Venus light beings are inviting you to tune into your divine light mission, your gifts and talents, your contribution for 2018 and beyond, have an awareness where you may have that being a later thing rather than a now thing. Like this lifetime, and this may be some scripts that you bought from collective consciousness, that this lifetime is about completing karma, or this lifetime is about being there for your children, or sacrificing, or something like that. Like there's a sense of, oh yeah, you're gonna do that next lifetime. And now the fifth dimensional energies are coming in, and the lords of time are moving forward for the fifth dimensional energy attunement that provides universal oneness around what you would consider time and space. So there's a collapsing of linear time to be in that now moment eternally. And the fourth and the fifth came in together because there was for some of you that sense of like, oh yeah, that's a later thing. I'll get to that next lifetime. It's okay if the bicycle sits in the garage, because the next family that moves in will play with it. And we're not speaking about being anyone else than you or more than you, or that there's a striving energy or pushing energy. It can be the beauty of a daisy, the quietness of a soft breeze. Good. So the first dimension, the field of infinite possibilities. The second dimension, utilizing origin consciousness as your building blocks of creation. The third dimension, your desire. The fourth dimension, you fully in your undiluted self. The fifth dimension being multidimensional. And then the sixth dimension, really tuning into the rainbow ray. So the Council of Light are moving forward with the rainbow ray, the wholeness ray. And in the sixth dimension, there is this capacity to be experiencing oneness, wholeness, the totality, a shift from experiencing things in parts to experiencing things in wholeness. That's another benefit from the collapsing of linear time and space. The shift from separation into unity. So I have a sense of the rainbow ray, 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 the rainbow ray. And then the seventh dimension is really about expression, and the expression of light, the expression of color, the expression of delight, the expression of your signature energy. So the seventh dimension, Sashat, the female form of me, Thoth, is moving more into the forefront. And with the seven-petaled star, the seven stargate, have a sense of this vibrational expression that there is in the seventh dimension, your capacity to be expressing as pure light, as pure frequency. And then the eighth, and noticing that there's an 8 in 2018 as well. And if you're feeling more or less stable or wobbly with some, just know that we're providing them all here, and yet you can choose to build with these energies in a way that is optimal for your system. And the eighth dimension, infinite oneness, is moving more into the forefront. And the eighth dimension is the energy of freedom. The energy of freedom. And that there's it's a little bit like when you how to say because we're building a moving towards energy more than a moving away from energy. Sometimes it's beneficial to focus on, like, what are you moving away from? What's not working? What would you like to make better? Or what's uncomfortable? And that's what we mean by moving away from energy. That you're motivated to have something be better because you're moving away from something that is unpreferred. And then there's a moving towards energy. And that's really what we're cultivating in this conversation, like a moving towards energy. And the eighth dimension that infinite oneness is bringing forward has to do with this freedom, this freedom. And like, not freedom because you've been in shackles, not freedom because there's been a sense of imprisonment, just freedom. Like the energy, the vibration, the frequency of freedom. And on the eighth dimension, you're able to be, if you choose, in that freedom without the imprints and the overlays of what incarnation can at times deliver the sensation of finite or limitation. So as we're bringing this eighth dimensional attunement towards a place of completion, inviting you to tune into infinite oneness in the eighth dimension and the vibration of freedom, Sashat, and the seventh dimension, Oyatai Poing Kanga Mona Toyatina Poyangaitiwa. And the sixth, the fifth, the fourth, the third, the second, the first, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, the seventh, the eighth. And then, like you're drawing the energy of 2018, taking the energy of the two, your origin blocks of creator consciousness, and that zero, that really is a placeholder or space holder for the momentum. And the one, the two, the origin codes that you're creating with, the one that is the field of infinite possibilities, and the eight that is that freedom. Freedom to create from the impulse of creation, from a new beginning, with the cosmic light, the frequencies, the vibrations that are your origin source codes. So we know that you can make lemonade out of lemons. Yet, what if you had exactly what you desired? to create from, the units of consciousness that are yours to create from. Avatina noyamana tiwa. So let's say you're baking cookies and you have the ingredients, yet not the exact ingredients that you want. And you've been baking cookies with some other ingredients. And now you have the ingredients that you really want. Koetina manatiwa, koetiwa, koetiwa, koeshi. Good. So we would talk a little bit more about 2018. Yet before we do, we'll pause for a few moments, inviting you to integrate, to stabilize, to really tune into your vibration. Kapoya poya daya toya mana daya daya toya baya. Koesiwa nanoya toya banka daya soya paya toya niyamana. Poya poya shi tiwa nanoya mana toya poya kaya. Sina na nyoya moya shina naya poya taya siti na niyamana. Haya bayang kaya toya poya taya tina manati. Koyatina moya taya shitinia manatoya. Hayatina manatiwa koyati. Haya. Hayatiwa. So we have placed on the altar this hot pink energy to be current, to lighten up. We have brought forth this 8th dimensional attunement. We've spoken about your intensity. And we have a couple of more points that we would like to express. And we'd also invite you, if you're called and you have a question and you're on the computer, to just type that into the chat room for now, that you would just press on the chat and you could type it in there. And we'll open up the lines here after we express these couple more points. Yeah, putting your questions in now will also co-create what else we explore in this 2018 energy trend. Koetina mana tiwa, koe shitiwa, koe tiwa, koe nia mana, toe nia mana tiwa, koe nia mana, tina moya shitiwa, koe tiwa, koe nia. So there is a sound transmission that's coming from the 5th dimensional dolphins and whales from Sirius and the felines in the silence. And we'd also add a little bit of that verbally here. tu patanga poto du 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 du. Tita tu pa. Atu tuya mana tu pata tu ti sit tanga. Tu hia naman pata tu pati tanga tai tai tu pata pum pam pum. We sit da ti da 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 we ba da da toy da toy ya tai koi te na 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 toy ya shita toy ya. Hai toy ti kang kang koi yang ka ti kang 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 ki na na tai tang ka tai ti tai toy tan tan toy ya. Hai toy ya tai ti na 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 ti ya na na toy ya tai ti na 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 ni ya. Together we are reweaving in 2018. The vibrations of eternal expansion that which had been unseen is visible. That which had been shattered, completed. Now, as this eighth dimensional being, you may have an awareness of a being of light that's stepping forward to be with you in this 2018 journey. Be light. Delight. Be the light of delight. And the fifth dimensional dolphins and whales and felines are stepping back. And part of what they conveyed that wasn't verbalized in English was also that absolute reunion of community, of collaboration, of co-creation, of being in oneness as well with your light and your love body. And so there is so much that had been already created, like the bridges between the worlds, that now there is the return of having that divine support, having an even more conscious connection or creation with the beings of light that you each are and also that you connect with. Yeah, so we will hop over to a few questions, and there's one more theme that we want to bring forward. Yet the questions will help be a key for that. So, Council of Light, please, what is the most potent and effective way to know thyself? Or in other words, how do we get past our 3D blocks and filters? Koetina manatiwa katiwa koetiwa nananani atiya koetiwa koeshi. So we'll read a couple together because they are related. To create and serve going forward, we need the health and freedom from distraction, from stubborn physical health problems that won't resolve. Any suggestions how to release unwanted health problems? Koetina manatiwa koenina nania poetiwa. So we'll tune into those for a moment. And you may choose to tune into the Council of Light book and the chapter on health. And we'll provide an energy transmission of that right here. For there is the, how to say, health in wholeness, the health in oneness, the health in union. So in separation consciousness, or your experience of what you would consider your third dimensional reality, you have health, or you have a lack of health, or you have a varying scales, gradations along the way. Yet, when we're playing with this vibrationally, because the words get sticky, and we're inviting you to tune into the sprout, the germination, the seed of radiant health, of vibrancy, of vitality. And there isn't like one size fits all response to that question. Because your body may very much be expressing health by having a disease or symptom or a pain. The body may be trying to process something that's actually for the mind or the emotions. Yet the transmission, and why we were suggesting the chapter on health in the Council of Light book, is that there is the recognition of health in wholeness. What if health is consistent and doesn't deteriorate, whether you experience yourself as having it or not? What if you're in radiant health when you die? What if you're in radiant health when you have cancer? What if you're in radiant health when you have a headache? What if you're in radiant health when you have back pain? What if you're in radiant health? And we know that this can get a bit flippant or in your face, like we're not really with you on what you're saying. Yet what we're bringing forward is the wholeness, the totality, the totality. Koetina manatiwa, koenia manatiwa, koenia manatiwa. Aitina nia nia. So we'll provide a rapid let's say, protocol or treatment or gift around this and take what's yours and leave the rest. Hayatina manania, anywhere that your body is processing anything that is not uniquely you or yours, would you be willing to stop? Hatatina nania manatiwa koya. Wherever you are continuing the ancestral lineage of your genomes and reproducing that which is considered ailments based on the protocols of that which you've seen in your ancestral lineage, your mother and your father and beyond, would you choose otherwise? Hatatina, anywhere that your body is processing the emotions for your mind and the body of your emotions, would you choose for that to come back in the wholeness, back in the oneness, back in the source from which it came? Patatina nia nania noya. Anywhere that you're in a state of illusion and not able to see the 99.9% of radiant health that's operating in your body right here, right now, would you choose to unveil, unleash, unbridle that truth? Haitatina manatina manania manatiwa koyatina tai kaya kayan tumpa hanatina manania nanania nania nania. Where is it that no matter what we would say or what we would offer or what magic wand we would give you, you would still choose the same reality? Koyatina manatina nayana nania manatiwa koyania mananania manatiwa koyati. What if what you think is wrong is actually right? Hatina nania nania nania. What if you think what is right is actually wrong? Hapatanka poi patatoe pantatina manatiwa koyania manatiwa. You have done nothing wrong. You are not to blame. We are not suggesting that if you were to do it right, something else would unfold. Up, down, right, wrong, left, right. Flip the coin of duality so that it goes from healthy, unhealthy, 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 until it spins. And rather than seeing two faces of the coin, you see the coin multidimensionally. And if you're looking for a practice to broaden your awareness of your health, like what is going well, let's say you have a headache, and the headache just seems so loud that you don't hear the rest of your body. You don't notice that your voice is working, that your sight is working, that your toes feel yummy and cozy. So allow your sensations. Allow yourself to feel your headache. And then allow the sensations of your heart beating. Allow your sensations of your breath. Allow your sensations of your toes wiggling. Because part of the shift can be also, how is it that you are aware, if everything exists in each and every moment, how is it that you're aware? And back to the 3D, 5D question. How is it that you're aware of the 5D that's happening within the 3D? Well, if you are opening your perspective, widening your perspective, that supports the process as well. And sometimes it's about choosing. So where is it that you've chosen something before 2018 that actually is in direct conflict with what it is that you're choosing in 2018? Would you choose to, shift those previous contracts, agreements that you may have had, to renew those possibilities in this now moment? Good. So we want to keep the moving towards energy, yet we also wanted to address that for a few moments. So there was a couple other that came through that were pretty similar. Speak more about knowing our gifts and talents. I thought I was hearing about new ingredients of source consciousness for us to create from. If so, would you expand upon those ingredients? Hayatina manania manatiwa koetiwa. Elaborate more on how to embody the love and intensity of unity and consciousness fully, not just intellectually or mentally, but physically, emotionally, vibrationally with our entire being. Hayatina manatiwa, koyatiwa, koyatiwa, koya. What suggestions does the council have for those of us who are stepping out into our roles as light workers, but have not yet connected with those who could best utilize our services and offerings? Hai puitanka toyamina, hayatiwa shoya toyapangatina, moyatina manatiwa, koyania manatiwa, koishi. So gifts and talents, being in unity consciousness, the ingredients of source consciousness, embodying what you know on the vibrational and spiritual levels, actualizing that full realization. So we're bringing in the frequencies. And this is the tri that's moving more to the forefront of this divine transmission. And we have a particular role to support that which is unrealized into becoming realized. Hapa taitina taitoyatiwa toyatiwa koyania. And so have an awareness of that which is realized. Hoyatina, poyatina, poyatanka, toyatiwa, koyatanka, tiwa. Becoming unrealized. Hoyatita, toyatanka, tayatina, tayatai, toya, poyatina. Hayatina, tayatai, koya, takatoya, manatiwa, koyania, manatiwa. Hoyashitinia, manatiwa, koyataya, koyatiwa. The ingredients of source consciousness are from your cosmic origin. They are not new ingredients per se, yet the vibrational possibilities that have been held by you in such a way that they are now becoming probabilities. And that these units of consciousness of creation, source codes, are also coming from other lifetimes that you've had off planet in what you would consider advanced civilizations, such as ancient Egypt, Mu, Lemuria. And so some of those ingredients are sparks, are energies, are lights, are codes. Good. So we would use this question about those of you that are sharing your gifts and talents and you're desiring to connect with those that are looking for what it is that you have to offer. And we broaden that to really be positioning this conversation to be also that which you are utilizing to draw to you that which you're choosing in 2018 and beyond. So we'd invite you to tune back into that desire and to get clear on what it is that you're desiring for 2018. And to vibrate that desire in the first dimension, and you may imagine the dimensions for now with your chakras. So invite that desire that you have, what you're choosing in 2018. It may be a feeling tone. It may be something specific, maybe a theme. And like a pebble, drop it into the first dimension of the clear field. Infinite possibilities. And then breathe it up into your second chakra. And calling upon those frequencies and vibrations that you can create with, those creator energies in the second chakra. Then breathing that desire into the third energy center and adding your desire. And then tuning into your higher self, perhaps above your head, an arm's length above your head at your crown. And breathing that desire into the eighth dimension, this eighth energy center. And then bringing it down into the seventh, into the sixth, into the fifth, and then from the third dimension, bring that up into the fourth, into the heart. And the downward energy down into the heart, the upward energy up into the heart. And then having a sensation of a spiral, a stargate opening, a hologram opening, that you are choosing to draw to you the frequencies of that which is yours to be and do and have in 2018, nothing more, nothing less. Beautiful. And as you're ready to bring your awareness back, Oyatina Manatiwa, and the last point that we wanted to add for 2018, we shared briefly there, is really about honing your perspective, honing your sight. What are you paying attention to? What are you aware of? What are you accessing? And to be honing that sight as much as possible to a moving towards energy, a having energy, rather than a moving away. Beautiful. So we would invite you to vibe into the 2018 offerings of divine transmissions, to see if they're yours to be and do and have, to explore or not. And there is the divine light activation in spring in Provence, and in the fall at the sites of the Mary Magdalene, and also ongoing year-round from home. There is the Thoth Magic Academy and other offerings. And so as we're coming towards a place of completion, we would open up the lines, and if you choose to interact verbally or on the video, just knowing that you're giving permission for this to be recorded. So, who has a reflection, a question, an aha that you'd like to share? And if you're on the phone on mute, you would press *6 to unmute yourself.
Well, I can share an aha. Actually, I'm glad I was on the phone because you didn't see my tears. That regarding health, there was a whole thing that came up about, I don't know quite how this expressed through my health, but having to do things right, having to have health right, having to, which is, you know, one of the themes of my life. And it felt like just this great big heavy rock falling out of my system that doesn't need to be there anymore. So I'm grateful for that.
Thank you. Who else? Anything that you're choosing to actualize in 2018 that you want to share? Or an aha question?
I'd love to talk. Yeah. Go ahead, Jeff. Go ahead. I'll go next.
What stood out for me is the theme of like a ferocious moving forward rather than a kind of reactive moving away from. That really resonates. And then the choice to see our lives as one side of the coin or the other side, good or bad, healthy or unhealthy, versus spinning the coin and seeing it multidimensionally. That's a nice image for me to carry. So those are my two.
Thank you. Pounce.
Pounce, yes. Oops.
And Denise, you were next.
Yes, just sending my love and gratitude to every being of light and light who came through, and all of the beings of light incarnate that are here. And I have participated in many of the divine transmissions, the Toast Magic Academy, the Divine Light activations, Money Meridians, and this, because of all that, and actually feeling my multidimensionality. This transmission, which I'm so grateful for, thank you, was amazing. It was, I really felt the energies, I feel the energies, and it's like the cat's meow. It's just, it's so exciting. 2018 is going to be so exciting. So thank you. Thank everyone. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Anyone else?
I would just support what Jeff said about the spinning coin image. That really stuck out to me as well, especially as it relates to the idea of different aspects of us processing in wholeness what they need to process. So for instance, that radiant health multidimensionally does not necessarily mean that there is no disease in the body, that the body is still processing something at its own level, but that multidimensionally it is all well. I really appreciated that.
Thank you. Yes, and that honing of your perception. So as we have such a potent group gathered, for these last few moments, inviting you, if you would choose, to return back to the energy and the vibration of love, back to your breath, and then having a sense of the ripple effects in your own life from saying yes to this gathering, also to the contribution that you've been to one another by gathering in this way, to those that are to come, to the Earth star, to the multiverse, to the divine expansion. And then, if you would, just drop vibrationally into like that which comes so easily for you. That which is so easy for you that sometimes you don't even recognize that you have an ascended mastery. And maybe it is recognizing light and joy and laughter. Maybe you have an adeptness with being a multidimensional communicator, or with energy, or with health or money or physicality or organizing, like whatever it is. Take a moment, if you would, to drop into your magic and to emanate that. Because what comes so easily to you may be exactly what somebody else is asking for. And you vibrating it makes it more recognizable within their own system. It's not that you give it to them or you do it for them or any of that. Yet there's a spark, there's a modeling, there's an emanation that says, this is so easy. This is so easy. And then others around you can recognize, oh yeah, that's easy. Building community is easy. Having an amazing, exquisite, loving partnership, easy. Having oodles of fun, easy. Sharing gifts and talents potently with those ideal, perfect beings that are choosing to partake in what you have to offer, easy. Riding a bike, easy. Creating a gourmet meal, easy, whatever it is. So having a sense of just a few more moments vibrating through the 8 dimensions of you, and we'd encourage you to tune back into that attunement, and that can be a practice that you use from time to time, moving your desires through those 8 dimensions and the qualities of those 8 dimensions. And we'll send a summary as well with the recording so that you can access it again. Takatoyatina manatiwa koishi. All is light, and you are all. Well, Danielle, moving more to the forefront, thank you all so much for being a part of this kickoff 2018 energy call. And I'm extending great blessings and joy for the full realization of your ultimate desires and what's yours to be and do and have. Thank you.